You came running down the gravel, calling out a name. Said your barn cat slipped away before the evening rain. I was stacking hay bales, heard your worried tone. Said I'll help you find her, no one searches here alone. We checked behind the feeders, under dusty planks. Your laugh echoed lightly through the tractor ranks. Then a tiny meow broke the quiet of the night, and there she was, curled up in the lantern light. You smiled at me like sunrise through a dusty window pane, and something in that moment changed everything again. The barn cat that brought us together, soft paws in the summer weather, a simple search, a quiet start, but somehow you walked off with my heart. Funny how love shows up so clever. Thanks to the barn cat that brought us together. Said, guess I owe you now, but I swear I should be thanking fate somehow. 'Cause every night since then, when the twilight falls, I hear her meow echoing our love's first call. Some stories start with lightning strikes, ours with fur and country nights. The barn cat that brought us together made our small world so much better. A tiny sound, a spark of faith, a moment simple but so great. Funny how love shows up so clever. Thanks to the barn cat. That brought us together made our small world so much better. A tiny sound, a spark of faith, a moment simple but so great. The house was full of chatter, music running wild. I stood there feeling out of place since I was just a child. Then I caught a little moment, quiet as a sigh. Her smile behind the curtain caught the corner of my eye. She thought no one noticed when she slipped aside, but I could feel the softness in the way she tried to hide. I walked across the room like something pulled me near. Said, funny how a smile can make the world so clear. She looked at me with blushing light, the kind you only see at night. Her smile behind the curtain, shy but somehow certain, pulled me in with gentle grace, lit the shadows of that place. Didn't know my heart was hurting till I saw her smile behind the curtain. We talked about the weather, then drifted into dreams that shy She said she hides because crowds make her feel too small. I said with me you'll never need to hide at all. Some hearts open slow, but once they shine they glow. Her smile behind the curtain, soft but always certain. Now it's the smile I see each day, a quiet light that leads my way. Her smile behind the curtain, soft but always certain. Now it's the smile I see each day, a quiet light that leads my way. You brought out that old quilt your mama stitched by hand, colors worn and faded like the hills across this land. You said she made it back when life was simple, soft and slow, and wrapped in it she hoped her daughter's love would grow. We spread it on the tailgate as sunset kissed the sky. You laid your head beside me while the evening rolled by. Every patch was like a story sewn with tender thread, and I swear I felt her blessing in the words she never said. Warmth traveled through the cotton seams like echoes of forgotten dreams. The quilt her mother made for us, a quiet kind of sacred trust, holding memories stitched in time, wrapping her heart gently around mine. In every thread and every touch I feel the love that means so much. Now every winter night when the cold winds start to rise, we pull it close and let the world fade from our eyes. That quilt carries hopes from someone we've never met, but shape the love we're living with no regret. Some gifts don't come in boxes or bowls, they're made from the love a mother knows. The quilt her mother made for us still wraps our hearts with gentle trust, and every year it feels brand new, a blessing passed from her to you. Slipped softly through the curtain's faded blue and landed on your sleepy smile the way it always used to do. You breathed out something peaceful like the world was finally still, and in that quiet moment love just overflowed my will. Coffee on the counter, kettle starting slow, but I stay there watching you in that golden early glow. Sometimes the biggest answers come in silence, warm and sweet, like knowing I found everything right there in tangled sheets. No need for words, the truth was plain. Sunrise washed away every pain. Morning light across her face, soft as heaven, sweet as grace, makes me swear I'll never roam. Right here's the place I call my home. In her glow I find my pace. Morning light across her face. We talk about the day ahead, small plans and simple joys, laughing at the thought of chasing dreams like little boys. But even if the world turns rough and storms begin to chase, I'll remember every sunrise painting beauty on your face. Every dawn reminds me just how blessed I am to wake beside the one who makes me whole again. Morning light across her face, where love begins and finds its place. As long as I wake up with you, every sunrise feels brand new. Morning light across her face, soft as heaven, sweet as grace, makes me swear I'll never roam. Right here's the place I call my home. In her glow I find my pace. Morning light across her face.
Cleaning out my closet, dust rising slow. Found my old brown coat from winters long ago. Reached inside the pocket, felt a folded piece of fate, a letter you had written that I somehow left away. Paper soft and yellow, like it held 1,000 sighs. Your handwriting trembling with truths you couldn't hide. You said you hoped I'd find it when the time was finally right. And reading it today still hit me like a knife. Old words echo louder when they should have been heard then, but somehow reading them brought you back again. Her letter in my coat pocket, love frozen but I can't stop it. Words that should have changed my life, cutting deeper than a knife. Years have passed, but here I stand, her letter shaking in my hand. I wondered what you're doing, if your heart found peace, if you ever think of me, or if the memory ceased. But that letter felt like closure, or a second chance to try, a whisper from the past saying love don't always die. Some things we're meant to keep, even if they make us weak. I guess fate knew when to unlock it, and though I can't turn back time, your words still linger in this rhyme. Kept on playing though neither one cared. Your head on my shoulder, fingers in my hair. The world outside was restless, but inside felt blessed. Then you drifted off slowly, asleep on my chest. You're breathing soft and steady, like a gentle lullaby, the kind that makes a grown man thank the quiet sky. My heartbeat matched the rhythm of the peace you found in me, and I held you like a promise I was scared to set free. Funny how love speaks without a single line, just moments saying you are mine. When she fell asleep on my chest, I knew I loved her more than I confessed. No grand words, no big request, just her heartbeat finding rest in that silence. I finally guessed what forever truly meant. The credits rolled, the lights came on, but I didn't move at all. Didn't want to break the magic of that moment small. And when you woke and smiled, asking if you drooled, I swear that tiny laugh rewrote every rule. Some love shout, some love scream, ours whispered softly in a dream. When she fell asleep on my chest, time stood still, my heart confessed. Every breath she softly pressed made my whole life feel blessed. I found her name scrawled on my notebook's edge, on coffee cups, receipts, the porch's wooden ledge. Didn't mean to write it, guess my heart took the reins. Now I walk around with ink stains. Tried to turn the page, but my pen kept drifting back, like a compass pointing home on a lonely railroad track. Every letter carried something I could not explain,
just her name, again and again. Maybe love's a habit you don't know you keep, till you find it written everywhere you sleep. Ink stains on my fingers from writing her name, proof I've fallen deep without fear or shame. Didn't plan the love that came, but now nothing feels the same. Ink stains tell the truth I can't tame. I've tried to hide it once, but the words still bled through. Her name brighter than the skies I thought I knew. Sometimes the heart speaks before the lips can claim, and mine spoke loud through ink and flame. Something's written, never fade. Her name's the mark my heart has made. Ink stains on my fingers from writing her name 1,000 times, and it's still the same. Every stroke a burning flame. Ink stains proving love's no game. I was cracked around the edges, rough as weathered wood, trying to hold myself together the way I thought I should. Then you came in quiet, steady as a morning sun. Saw the broken corners I kept hidden from everyone. You didn't try to mend me with promises or lies, just patience in your laughter, wisdom in your eyes. Piece by piece you lifted what I thought was gone, and suddenly my heart felt strong. Love ain't about perfections, all. It's holding tight to shattered parts. She fixed the frame I was falling apart in, gave me a place to begin again. Found the cracks and filled them with grace, held my heart like a fragile place. She fixed the frame and I let her in. Now I stand a little taller, breathe a little free, knowing you believed in all the best in me. And when the storms hit hard and the night grows thin, your hands remind me I can always start again. Sometimes love restores what time had worn, turns the broken into reborn. She fixed the frame I was falling apart in, turned my losses into something worth starting. Piece by piece, with gentle art, she rebuilt my heart. She fixed the frame and I let her in. rain was falling sideways as the storm rolled in. We ran across the pasture, soaked in seconds thin. You stopped right in the middle, arms open wide, laughing like the thunder couldn't touch your pride. Your hair was dripping water, eyes bright as spring. You said life feels lighter when you let it sing. I stared and awe as lightning lit the sky. Seeing that wild joy made my spirit fly. Some hearts shine brighter through the storm, warm and cold nights, keeping love warm. The way she laughs in the rain, like she's washing away every pain, makes me fall in love again. Every drop a sweet refrain. Yeah, she heals me in her own wild way, laughing in the rain. We danced through muddy puddles till the clouds withdrew. The world felt brand new standing there with you. And when the sun returned with a golden beam, you kissed me like the ending of a dream. Not all angels fly above, some dance barefoot in the love. The way she laughs in the rain, turning storms into joy again. Every memory carved in my brain, her laughter in the rain. The way she laughs in the rain, turning storms into joy again. Every memory carved in my brain, her laughter in the rain. I came up your driveway, slow as falling dust, a heart beating louder than the gravel's crunch and rust. Before you even opened up your old screen door, I saw your shadow dancing on the porch light floor. Hair pulled up loosely, shape soft as dawn. The world felt quiet though the night rolled on. Something in that silhouette felt meant for me, a whisper of a future only I could see. Sometimes love speaks first in life, before a single word takes flight. Her shadow in the porch light glow told me things she didn't know. Soft outline, but it felt so real, like the start of something I could feel. Before her smile, before her face, her shadow set my heart in place. Then you stepped out smiling, warm like early June. Said sorry for the wait under a silver moon. But I'd already fallen long before you spoke. Your shadow lit the fire that never broke. Some love begins before the sight, and quiet shapes beneath the night. Her shadow in the porch light glow, the moment when my heart said go. Funny how the smallest trace can lead you straight into gray. Into the driveway after working past the sun, boots covered in the dust of all the miles I had run. I climbed the porch steps slowly, tired as a man can be. Then I saw her shadow waiting like she'd waited just for me. The porch light cast her outline on the wetted wooden floor, a quiet little silhouette I'd seen 1,000 times before. She didn't say a word, just leaned against the rail, and something in that moment told our love would never fail. Sometimes the truth is seen before it's ever heard, in simple shapes that say more than any whispered word. Her shadow waiting for me, soft as night, bold as destiny. Didn't need the moon to know her silhouette already stole the show. And long before her smile came through, her shadow said, I'm here for you. She stepped into the doorway with a gentle kind of grace, lantern glow behind her, outlining every trace. I dropped my bags and met her like I'd crossed the longest sea. Her shadow was the first to welcome me. Some love speak in the quiet glow, a silhouette telling your heart where to go. Her shadow waiting for me, steady as an old oak tree. Long before her lips said stay, her shadow lit my weary way. Her shadow waiting for me, steady as an old oak tree. Long before her lips said stay, her shadow lit my weary way. I found your letters tucked inside my jacket sleeve, ink a little faded like the wind on autumn leaves. Every word you wrote still carries warmth and truth, soft reminders of the golden days of youth. I sit beside the window when the night is calm and slow, reading through the pages only you and I can know. There's one about the summer when
when we danced by firelight, barefoot in the meadow while the crickets sang at night. Another tells me secrets you were scared to say out loud, but trusted me to hold them like a heart beneath the shroud. I keep them like a treasure that the world can't take away. A map back to the moments I wish never went astray. And every folded corner feels like you're still here, whispering your love into my ear. Her letters folded in my jacket, lines of hope I won't forget. Every word a burning spark, lighting up my deepest dark. I read them slow like drifting snow, her letters telling me to grow. And even when the nights get cold, her letters warm my trembling soul. Tonight I found the one you wrote when storms were closing in. Said you feared your heart was fragile, paper thin. I traced your trembling handwriting, the curve of every line, and wished that I'd been stronger then, more ready to be kind. But even in your fear you wrote of faith and holding on. Promise me that love like ours is never truly gone. Sometimes I take those letters out on long and lonesome drives, let the headlights read them with me, keeping memories alive. And though time keeps on moving, pulling hearts to different shores, your ink still lingers softly on the fabric of my core. One day I'll send an answer to the words you wrote back then. Darling, I would choose you all over again. Pages fading, love remaining, midnight winds outside still raining. Ink may dry but feeling grows, her words bloom where the cold wind blows. I hold them close like beating wings, the love that lasts through all life brings. Her letters folded in my jacket, every line a whispered promise. When the world feels rough and wrong, her handwriting keeps me strong. I read them slow, let meaning flow. Her letters breathe where memories glow. No matter where the rivers run, her letters keep my heart undone. Pages fading, love remaining, midnight winds outside still raining. Ink may dry but feeling grows, her words bloom where the cold wind blows. I hold them close like beating wings, a love that lasts through all life brings.
Down the long and winding county road I go, dust rising in the headlights soft and low. The night is deep and miles feel endless dark. but far ahead I see that little spark, a glow that cuts through distance like a faithful flame, the porch light that always calls my name. I've ridden storms and long highways with no wind, worked towns where I didn't know a single friend. But through the noise, the chaos, and the fear, your porch light burns steady, warm, and clear, a beacon saying, come home, safe and whole, a tiny lamp with the power to save my soul. And every time I see it shine, I feel your heart reaching out to mine. The porch light that waits for me through every mile, through every need, a simple glow, a sacred sign saying home is yours and you are mine. When the night feels too heavy to breathe, your porch light waits, calling me. Some nights I'm late enough to hear the coyotes cry, moon hiding far behind a clouded sky, but that little light stands fearless in the rain, guiding me back through heartache and pain. No compass ever led as true as you. Your porch light pulls me through. When I finally climb those wooden steps again, you open up the door with that familiar grin. Your silhouette behind the glow feels like a dream, warm coffee in the early morning steam. And I thank the stars for every guiding flame. Your porch light whispering my name. It's more than light, it's hope displayed, a golden promise never afraid, shining when the world turns cold, a love that never loses hold. The porch light that waits for me, a faithful flame of destiny. No matter where my boots may roam, its glow pulls every road toward home, through storm and night, through memory. Your porch light waits for me. More than light, it's hope displayed, a golden promise never frayed, shining when the world turns cold, a love that never loses hold. The porch light that waits for me, a faithful flame of destiny. No matter where my boots may roam, its glow pulls every road toward home, through storm and night, through memory. Your porch light waits for me.
still clinging to the grassy hill. You stood there quiet, perfectly still, arms raised gently as the sunlight broke through, painting the world in shades of gold and blue. I swear the dawn bent just to meet your face, like heaven paused to hold that place. I watched you breathing in the early breeze, hair dancing softly with the rustling trees. You weren't posing, weren't trying to shine. The sunrise simply chose your outline, and in that glow I felt my heartbeat climb, seeing grace in the shape of time. Some mornings speak without a sound and lift a man from off the ground. Holding the sunrise with her hands, lifting daylight where she stands, turning shadows into chance, giving life a second glance. She wants a world of quiet plans, holding the sunrise with her hands. You turn to me with sleepy morning eyes, soft as the hush where the earth meets the skies. Said you came out early just to breathe and feel, letting the sunrise help your heart heal. In that moment I learned something new. The sun wasn't rising, it was you. Every dawn I watch you gently greet the day, guiding light in your own simple way. And when storms hide the morning glow, your brightness fills in what the sky won't show. I never knew love could shift the lands until I saw the sunrise in your hand. Some hearts shine brighter than the morning star, even when the dawn seems far. And yours, my love, forever stands, holding the sunrise with your hand. Holding the sunrise with her hands, glowing softly where she stands. Every morning she expands the world with light that love commands. And I'm forever where she lands, holding the sunrise with her.
I came home from a long, hard year, dust on my boots, mind full of fear. Didn't say much, just dropped my keys, hoping silence might give me peace. but you walked in with your gentle smile, said, sit a while, rest a while. You poured me coffee in a midnight cup, didn't ask why my guard was up, just placed your hand across my sleeve, like you knew what I couldn't leave. No questions asked, no heavy start, just the quiet way you saved my heart. And I learned love doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, soft and sure. It's the quiet way you saved my heart, holding me when I fell apart. No grand lines, no big display, just loving me in your steady way. And I'm still held, though miles apart, by the quiet way you saved my heart. I'd fought the world with empty hands, chasing dreams I didn't understand. But you stood strong when I felt small. You believed in me through it all. And every time the nights grew dark, your light found me, spark by spark. I never knew love's gentlest part could be the one to restart my heart. It's the quiet way you saved my heart, lifting me from the broken part. You didn't push, you didn't pry, just stayed with me until the storm passed by. Now every dawn, brand new start, thanks to the quiet way you saved my heart. There's a meadow past the river bend where we used to walk and pretend the time would always wait for us, two young hearts learning trust. Wildflowers brushed your cotton dress, and I knew then I loved you best. We sat beneath the leaning pine, your hand slowly reaching mine. Crickets played a gentle tune, like the earth sighed underneath the moon. You whispered dreams soft as a breeze, said stay with me through all of these. And the sky turned gold as we both swore to love the life we were heading for. In the meadow where we made our promise, under skies of silver and novice, hearts so young but beating honest, we seal forever with our vow. And even though life changes on us, the meadow still remembers now. Years rolled on like a river tides, we took our blows, we learned our strides, but every fight, each tear we shed
led us back to words we said. The world can bend and rearrange, but promises like ours don't change. I still go back some days alone to hear that vow carved in the stone of memory, wind and summer air. Our voices still linger there. In the meadow where we made our promise, thunder, sunlight, joy and calmness. No matter what the years put on us, we still return to that first vow for hearts that spoke their truth upon it. The meadow holds us even now. There's a river running past the town where we'd toss stones and watch them drown. Back when we were just kids at play, learning love the quiet way. The water carried every laugh down the winding cedar path. We carved our names on an old driftwood, swore the world would treat us good. Bare feet splashing in the stream, chasing sunlight, chasing dreams. And though time flows fast and wide, the river keeps us side by side. No matter how the seasons shift, our names still ride that water's drift. It's the river that knows our names, carries echoes, carries flames. Saw us grow, saw us change, still holds our stories in its veins. While the world forgets our claims, the river still knows our names. I went back there just yesterday, watched the ripples roll away. Felt your memory on the breeze, soft as whispers through the trees. Thought I'd lost those parts of me, but the river keeps them free. Water never lies or fades, it holds the truth that love once made. It's the river that knows our names, through all storms and all terrains. Even when life rearranges, its melody remains the same. For love lives on in nature's frames, the river still knows our names. It's the river that knows our names, through all storms and all terrains. Even when life rearranges, its melody remains the same. For love lives on in nature's frames, the river still knows our names. I walked that dusty back road just before sunrise. Cold wind biting, sleep still in my eyes, and I saw them in the amber light's first shine. Boot prints in the dirt right beside mine. You'd walk that road long after I'd gone, leaving quiet proof you were holding on. Those tracks ran steady, matched my stride, like you were walking right there by my side. Even though we drifted miles apart, the road still carried echoes of your heart. Funny how footprints tell what words can hide. You still love me though your lips denied. And the morning breeze began to hum like it knew what we'd become. Boot prints beside mine in the clay, telling me you'd pass this way. No message left, no grand design, just quiet proof of hearts aligned. Time may shift and love decline, but you left boot prints beside mine. I followed them until they disappeared, right where the cedar trees stood near. I felt you close, though the world was still, like your memory clung to that old hill. And in that silence, soft yet clear, I heard the love you left last year. Some stories fade with dust and rain, but footprints, they remember everything. Boot prints beside mine in the clay, leading me back to yesterday. I thought our hearts had crossed the line, but you left truth in every sign. If love returns in God's own time, it starts with boot prints beside mine. Boot prints beside mine in the clay, leading me back to yesterday. I thought our hearts had crossed the line, but you left truth in every sign. If love returns in God's own time, it starts with boot prints beside mine.
Every night I drove home down that winding lane, dust rising soft like a midsummer rain. Didn't matter if I was early or late, her lantern glowed beside the gate, a quiet promise and a golden flame, calling me home, whispering my name. I'd park the truck, let the engine sigh, watch the fireflies drift across the sky. And through the screen door's gentle swing, her silhouette made my tired heart sing. The world felt heavy, but she knew the cure. A single light saying, I'm right here. Some loves shout loud, some loves hide. Hers was steady as the evening tide. The lantern she left burning bright, guiding me through every night. No matter how long the miles had turned, that flame said, come home as it burned. And in its glow, warm and learning, I found hope in the lantern she left burning. One stormy night the roads went black, wind howling hard on my way back. But even through rain I lost and found her lantern glowing from higher ground. It cut through the dark like a faithful star, a love so constant it beat the scar. A flame so small yet deeply bold, the kind of love that never grows old. The lantern she left burning bright still shines in every part of my life. And even when I'm old and gray, I'll see that glow from far away. Her love forever steady turning, like the lantern